Hey everyone, what's going on, huh? How is everyone doing, huh? Well, I'm sorry I'm doing this podcast on a Monday night, you know, Monday, March. What the fuck is it? March 11th. There you go, March 11th. I was just out at a bar. It's called Floyd, right? On Atlantic Avenue. I was there for like maybe one beer, and there was this lady who was sitting next to me. Right? What's her name? Oh yeah, some Adrian, whatever the hell it is. I don't want to name the names, but so we were talking for like half an hour, right? And some dude who's sitting like not sitting, but he's like this big guy, like to the right of me, right? So this lady Adrian, she's very nice, she's sitting next to me, to the left of me. And somehow I feel the tension, like the guy is like kind of like jealous that I'm talking to her or something like that, Like, dude. Not that he said anything, but you know how it is? If you're a guy out there talking to a lady, and you can feel it, right? But in any case, not that I give a shit. But it was nice. I mean, it was nice weather, so that's why I went out there. 50 degrees. What is it now? It's like, sorry. Um, 46 degrees, so it was like 52 degrees during daytime. So yeah, the weather was nice, so everybody was out. A lot of people were out there tonight, actually. I woke up late today, Monday, as usual, my Mondays. What? And I came back from work, I picked up my laundry, and then I worked actually here at home, after while I was having my dinner, because I cooked some food over the weekend. I cooked some like lamb stew with some like white rice and all that, right? Mediterranean style, and oh yeah, that was Saturday night, and then Sunday and Friday night I had cooked some pasta. You know what I did with pasta actually? I had pasta, and I also had the Japanese rice noodles. So what I did was that I actually cooked the meat, right? So I had some chicken, I think, organic chicken, Sorry, I don't mean to like turn my podcast into my cooking video, but maybe I should do like a proper cooking video of what I did. Basically, I cooked the meat with all the veggies and all that, right? And then I mixed pasta. And you know how it is, so pasta you have to cook for like 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how you like your pasta, al dente, or you like it like soft, whatever, right? I like it in between, right? So, but then what I did was that I added to that the rice noodles, and then I added some pasta sauce, right? marinara, one of those, and then I added a little bit of cheese, goat cheese. Crumbled goat cheese is so good, man. Holy shit. And then into that I added a little bit of soy sauce, and then I mixed everything. Oh man, that turned out to be so good. Holy shit. That turned out to be so good. So I had that a little bit, and then I cooked lamb again, without repeating myself. I'm sorry. I guess I am repeating myself. With lamb and with some potatoes, lamb, and tomatoes, onions, like a lamb stew, right? And so yeah, I had that Friday night, and then I had leftovers, obviously. How is everyone doing, by the way? Yeah, it's already actually midnight on a Monday night, so I don't want to go on and on. And I don't want to raise my voice because I don't want to wake up disturb my neighbors. I got some good topics in my cheat sheet I want to talk about, right? Not a lot, but I think I have enough to cover this podcast. Right. So so Friday night, right? So fucking Friday night. So I am home, right? So I basically I came home from work, and then I'm working late until like 11 o'clock, I think, at home, because I got the computer set up, right? And so then I was thinking, okay, so then after that, what the hell should I do? So then I went out, right? And I didn't stay out for too long, I just came back home. And then I called my mom, and then I spoke to her, and my sister, and my dad. That's what I did, right? And then Saturday night, what happened was, Saturday night I was also kind of like deciding whether I should go out or not, but then I did, and I had an amazing time. I went to this event in Ridgewood, actually, and this amazing like event space, and they have to set up the arts and all that, right? Music and all that. And then they have this like small like room, right, where everybody sits down, it's like they set up like an Iranian carpet down there, and all that, right? It's nice. And I was there kind of late, but it was nice. Nice people, beautiful people, cool-looking guys, beautiful ladies, and the vibe was really amazing too. So I had a great time, and then Sunday night, basically, I just took it easy. I was just home, so that's what I did, so that was my weekend update, right? Weekend update from Saturday Night Live. No, fuck that, dude. I'm not saying Saturday Night Live is bad, but I don't know, it's just too fucking overrated, I think. I like some of the skits, but I think they are overrated. That's what I meant to say, right? Everything out there on TV is fucking overrated, I think. And on top of that, most of the fucking shit, most of the jokes are around like politics. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Without actually getting into that, because that's not my cup of tea. Like, if I ever get into politics, right, what the fuck would I do? If I ever get into politics, I don't know, I'll be on the side of the fucking truth, you know? And I would not have any identity politics. Fuck that bullshit, right? Because people who identify themselves with one group or the other, you know, for whatever the fuck reason is, they're out of their fucking mind. You know why? Because identity politics is this disease. It's a fucking disease. It's like back in the fucking 1920s Europe, right? Or whatever the fuck it was. You know, it's a plague. It's a fucking plague, dude. Truth is always there, remember? Truth is always fucking there, so don't be on any side of any fucking identity politics. If you want to get into, I mean, what is fucking politics anyways, right? Politics is everything. It's not everything, but you know, like these young people who are enthusiastic and they have these like out of their fucking mind policies and whatever the fuck it is, right? And then at the end of the day, what happens to them? They settle down like a fucking, like a, you know, balloon when it settles down, right? That's what it is. Reality is harsh. Your reality is always harsh, I'm telling you. But no, I have no interest in getting into fucking politics. Because if I do, then I'm going to actually bring a real revolutionary change, a positive change in this world. So don't let me get into that. I'm not going to identify myself with any of these bullshit groups out there, you know, Republicans, Democrats, what the fuck it is, far right fucking Nazis, what the fuck it is, and the Antifa and bullshit, right? You know, conservatives versus liberals. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit, I'm telling you guys. Stay away from that bullshit, and you'd be living a happier life. Look at me, I stay out of fucking politics, and I'm a happier person. You know? Well, I mean, you know, there are things which don't affect me directly, but indirectly I feel like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know? I'm pretty sure you all feel like that, right? But that's natural. At the same time, I think any extremism, whether it's left or right or where the fuck it is, right, is detrimental to society or to the country or to a state or to a whatever the fuck it is, right? To a planet, to a universe, to a galaxy, right? I mean, why can't we just fucking learn from fucking Star Wars? You know? Well, I guess the principles, yes, you can use the principles of the Jedis or you know, not be part of the fucking Empire or the First Order, you know? But that doesn't mean that you become so rebellious that your rebellion actually blindfolds you and and steers you away from the truth. So remember, truth is always there. Truth. What the fuck, dude? I've been eating a lot of fucking, what do you call, omega-3, which is good for you actually, apparently. You know, raisins and all that, nuts and raisins. But in any case, I don't want to go on and on about what the hell I'm talking about, right? So, yeah, so, beginning of the week. How was your weekend, by the way, huh? What did you do? You are a man or a woman or whatever your preference is in terms of the relationships and all that. You gotta go out there and you gotta just talk to people, and that's how it works. Talk to people and no matter how tough New York City is, you just gotta do it. And you gotta, who cares? And what the fuck New York City is? It's about your own choice, and it's about your own, way of living. And that doesn't mean that you act like a fucking gangster, but just you live your life. You live your life aligned. Your life aligned with the truth, and that's it. And everything else comes in your way, right? You work hard, and be easy on playing hard part, right? Work hard, but be easy on the playing hard part, sir. Their support. So, I'm kind of still fucking worried about my company's, income for this fucking month, as I was for the fucking last month. But I'm hoping to receive some payments from some fucking clients. But it's a struggle, it's a fucking struggle in New York. So me and my office manager, we go through our customer's balance sheet like every fucking first week or second week of every month. And I just have to basically just remind everybody, listen, dude, you owe me this money. Can I please pick up a check? Are you going to send us a check? Etc. So you have to do that. Otherwise, it sounds like so fucking old school, but it is how it is. You can give them a little warning. Hey, listen, by the way, so I'm not going to give you a sign off on these drawings if you don't pay me or something like that, right? I don't do that, and for most part, I don't have to do that, right? But it's it's a struggle. No wonder why now people actually don't like to, or don't want to. That's the word I wanted to use. Or don't want to have their own company, because unless you are really a big startup where people invest in you, they see the potential in you and all that, I think I gotta find something like that. I gotta find some fucking dude. This is the fucked up part, right? So I gotta find something where I provide services to not only my clients, right? Because I'm a very small business in New York, but to a greater fucking plethora of like fucking clients, right? So how do I do that? So that's something I have to fucking, like brainstorm. I don't want to sound like a guy who's like faking shit and all that, I don't. Why do I have to? I have a nice plethora of clientele in construction industry, real estate developers and all that. But still, I think I feel like I need to take that leap. What kind of leap I need to take? This is one avenue, like people not paying you. Not all of the clients, they don't pay us, but there are many of them they don't. It's because unless you push them to pay you, they don't. And this is a problem for many of companies, So then what's the solution? Maybe I gotta find a solution. I gotta find some sort of like a solution that revolves around like technology, tech and all that. So I don't know, like a software where we do use a software, OneNote for my company. Sorry, I don't mean to turn my podcast into my company, my business and all that. And maybe I shouldn't. But you get my point. The point I'm trying to make is that you just have to just go after the clients and just have them pay you. You provide them good service and all that, so why not? What else? What else is going on, everyone, huh? Well, a lot of things are going on, Did you guys hear about oil? I think that was one of my topics in my cheat sheet while we are on this subject. You guys heard about the plane crashes in fucking Ethiopia, and then whatever the fuck happened with the other Boeing plane, 737 MAX, where the fuck is it called, right? So they're trying to figure out what the hell happened in Ethiopia, right? So, the same fucking thing happened with Boeing, with another airliner, I think last year, was it fucking last year, in Indonesia, one of those, right? It may actually also be their checks and whatever you call them, tests and checks they have to do before the plane departs to make sure pilots or the other crew, the ground crew and all that. I have a feeling that this is more like a human error than machine error, because I believe in machines more than I believe in humans. In a sense that most of the actually plane crashes have been, or even car crashes have been the result of a human error instead of a machine error. What the fuck you're doing? You're drinking and driving and all that, right? I'm not saying that these pilots were doing that, but somehow I feel that there is a plan of the human error, although I don't want to speculate any speculations before they find out what the fuck happened, right? I don't know, maybe Boeing has a fucking fault in their engines, or what the fuck it is, right? After 6 minutes the plane fucking crashes. Why? Takeoff after 6 minutes after takeoff. Takeoff after 6 minutes after takeoff. the plane crashes. So what the fuck, dude? Unfortunate for the people who were on board, including all the crew and all that, right? But I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? I mean, this is fucking 21st century. We're still talking about like passenger plane crashes. Other than somebody actually hunts the plane down, through a missile. What the fuck are we talking about? I mean, are we that primitive that we can't even figure out the basic shit and we're trying to fly to Mars? Dude, come on, give me a fucking break, you humans. What can I say? I mean, what can I say? I mean, Boeing is a big company, and they have been making these fucking planes for so fucking long. So I don't understand what the fuck the problem was, right? But in any case, switching the topics, so the weather had been nice. Has been nice recently in New York. I mean, it's after all, it's almost springtime, right? It's March 11th. So weather's got a break. Although we don't have any real spring in New York, it fucking sucks. Like, the weather would be like this even in fucking April, end of April, and then all of a sudden May comes in, right? May comes in like after like May 15th, and it's just like fucking in 80s, 70s, 80s. June is fucking 90s. So there's no fucking spring. What do they say, New Yorkers? We're fucked. I guess we are fucked. So there you go. That's my prediction. I mean, my weather prediction for this year. Regardless, the weather was nice tonight, so that's why I went out for a drink. And here I am, back in my apartment. Busy week this week is always for us, which is a good thing. And I'm pretty sure you all are having a great start of the week, right? So let's just get into our cheat sheet. What do you think? It's already like 12:25, and I don't want to go on and on. Feeling you. Oh shit, yeah, this fucking song actually just got into my head, right, for the past like fucking 2 days, 2 nights. I don't know. And you think about all these hipster chicks that you have like dated. I haven't really dated a hipster chick. Maybe I have. I don't know what the fuck it is, but who cares? But you get my point, right? The pop songs and all that bullshit. Alright, everyone, so let's just get into my cheat sheet for this podcast, and I presume you all are having a great time. Enjoy the weather as it is, right? My first topic is weather changes and the wildfires. So what happened was that Joe Rogan brought in this guy, David Wallace. He actually writes for, I guess, New York Times, and he's a staunch proponent of the climate change, and he was talking about like this radical changes, these radical changes that are going to happen in the next 10 years, maybe 10 to 15 years, I guess he was saying. And he basically was alarming, and I think he has been alarming people that this is real. The climate change is real, and wildfires in California, all the other weather changes, such as in Africa, temperature increases, in the Middle East, it's going to be impossible to actually live there in the Middle East or in some parts of Africa where the temperature right now goes up to, I think, 120 degrees, 130 degrees. So just imagine that goes up to like 100 fucking, I don't know what the fuck it is, right? Which kind of makes sense. I do believe that global warming is real. And so all these changes, right, around the globe, in this country, for us, it's hurricanes, on the East Coast. Hurricanes and tsunamis and all that. Tsunamis, well, not tsunamis, because tsunamis are actually triggered by earthquakes or some fucking bullshit that happens in the Earth's crust, and the lava flows and fissures and all that, right? Plate tectonics and all that, but that's different than, well, maybe it is the same, but I don't know. But in any case, listen to Joe Rogan's podcast with David Wallace. I forgot his last name, sorry, apologize. And so wildfires are going to be more prevalent, and so are other weather extremes. It's not only about warm weather, it's also about extremes on both sides, Moving more winds, more hurricanes, more cold weather fronts, and etc., right? But in general, the global temperatures are going to rise, the snow melt and all that, and soon we'll be buried under the fucking sea, being in New York, right? Well, I mean, not soon, but it hasn't been 80 years if we still keep going the way we are going. Alright, my next topic is, actually I have 2 other topics, I'm sorry. Esketamine. Okay, so what the hell is ketamine? Esketamine. So esketamine is a drug approved by FDA apparently to deal with people who have severe depression to a point where it becomes like fatal. People can't deal with it. They've tried all kinds of other medicine, antidepressants and all that, right? But ketamine, as you may know, some of you may know, is an anesthetic, which traditionally has been used for like operating on human bodies, surgeries. So it has been used as an anesthetic on doing surgeries and all that, because it has a property which most other traditional anesthetics don't have, and it's this dissociative property of ketamine, where the mind actually becomes separate from the body, so the mind actually floats somewhere else. For which then the question becomes, is it really that the mind is actually somewhere else or outside our body, and the pain and all that is inside the body, and the mind does not feel the pain while high on this anesthesia? Not high, but under the circumstances of surgery. But now apparently they're using this chemical to treat depression, which cannot be treated with traditional antidepressants, right? Ketamine, as you know, also is used by these all these party goers. They use it as a party drug, I guess because it makes them feel better. The music feels better or something like that. I don't know. I never done ketamine, so I can't tell you. But apparently, it is an antidepressant and it is therapeutic. Right? Did I say that right? Therapeutic. Yeah. It's therapeutic properties, that makes it an antidepressant. So there you go. But then what I don't fucking understand is that you pay what, $600, and you had to do that in a clinic, and you have, it's like a nasal, whatever the fuck it is, shot, right? And I'm just laughing, it's like, I can say that this is like a very baby step for these human beings to actually use psychedelics such as, it's a psychedelic, such as ketamine to treat people with extreme depression. And just imagine what other psychedelics actually may have in for these human beings in terms of all these benefits, such as addiction and all that, right? So FDA has approved this drug apparently for people with severe depression and all that, right? Which makes sense. For example, people who are terminally ill with cancer or something like that, they know that they're going to die, right? So what do you think you're going to feel like if you know that you're going to die? Which is basically saying that this is it for you, sir, ma'am, sorry. And you realize you have no idea what's going to come when you die. I'm in the school of thought of not psychonauts, but the fact that the 60s and 70s psychedelic movement fucked it up for every one of us. Now that all these substances are Schedule 1 drugs, when their potential was actually beyond like a party drug, that's true actually. You can treat addictions, depression, and all that. There's a reason for that. Because psychedelics are non-traditional substances, and if they are performed on people with depression or addictions and all that in a controlled manner, then it can be life-changing for them, right? Exactly. So with that said, my last topic, is Aurora Space Hotel. So what the fuck is that? Aurora Space Hotel, what the fuck is it? So apparently this company, right? This company has plans to launch a hotel in space. How the fuck they're gonna do that? So basically they're gonna just launch this ship, right? And they're gonna have people who want to just be in the hotel. It will feel like a hotel, and they will basically just sleeping there, and then they would have all these views of the whole fucking earth, right? And so yeah, Aurora Space Hotel, look it up, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of money, right? So yeah, so look it up, Aurora Space Hotel, um, and with that, I'm going to close out my podcast. I'm pretty sure you all are having a great time, and I'll see you all next Saturday or Sunday.